Thank you, Mr Speaker. My question is to the Premier. Premier, will your government establish a Central West Resilient Lands program similar to that provided in the Northern Rivers to ensure flood-impacted towns like Eugowra have available land for residents participating in buyback schemes, allowing them to remain in their communities?
Premier.
I want to thank the member for Orange for his question, and I'm very happy to be able to report to the House and the member for Orange that there will be a resilient land style program in the Central West which will be called the Cabon Housing Land Development Project Eugowra. The Minister responsible advises me that Cabon Shire applied for a grant through the Regional Development Trust, and Minister Moriarty has approved that grant, which is good news for Cabon. I know that this will be welcome news for the Council and the community, and it means families will be able to stay in Eugowra in the community that they love as they recover and rebuild from the floods. I know that the Minister for Recovery has been pushing for these changes for a while alongside the local member, and I know Janelle's been active in that part of the state well before she was commissioned as a minister responsible for it. I think it's worth pointing out that the grant funding is in addition to the $100 million Central West Recovery and Resilience Package co-funded by the New South Wales and Australian governments, which we announced in November 2023. And a key component of the package was a $40 million investment in the Central West Resilient Homes program, which was launched in 2024 after consultation with flood-affected communities in the Central West. So I hope that answers the question. I mean, he's a very hard-working, diligent Member of Parliament, the member for Orange. He puts his community first, and he doesn't take a backward step when it comes to ensuring his community gets its fair share. Can't say that about everybody who represents regional communities, Mr Speaker. Mr Speaker, there's a man named Stephen Coxhead, who's the former Tamworth branch chairman of the National Party, and he's just announced his resignation after a decade in the role. He was the top dog of the Tamworth National Party, and he's joined Pauline Hanson's One Nation.
Premier.
Sorry.
No, member for Dubbo.
It's clearly 129.
Yes.
How is this relevant at all to the pretend announcement of funding for resilient housing for Eugowra?
Yes, it's sailing, it's sailing close to the wind. However,
Sailing close to the wind?
The Premier has been relevant. He's covered that bar, and you'll resume your seat. The Premier will continue his answer.
Anyway, this fella said, Coxhead said, he could no longer support policies that, in his view, fail to represent the interests of regional and rural voters.
Premier, I'm stopping
he mustn't like the intonation there,
again. Premier will resume his seat. The clock has stopped. Member for Coffs Harbour, I've just ruled on.
It's not 129, 73. The Premier can bring it on a substantive motion if he likes, but
yes.
I
I believe he could bring it on as a substantive motion, but he doesn't have to, and there is no point of order. The Premier will resume his answer.
Anyway, apparently he's not the only one. The whole branch defected. Okay, I'll take it back. Sorry, 80% of the branch defected. So, well, the good news is Anderson's pre-selection sorted. No one's left. But I just make the point, it's hard being a regional MP. You've got to work hard for your local community, and I want to congratulate the member for Orange for doing just that.